So one of the articles I'll be referencing for my behavior change project is entitled "A Comparison of Differential Reinforcement and Non-Contingent Reinforcement to Treat Food Selectivity in a Child with Autism." This article is highly beneficial to me since my entire project involves increasing food acceptance of an individual with autism who is being put on a gluten-free, casein-free diet. They are highly selective of the food that they eat because they are going from a diet which involved eating cookies, chips, candies, gummies, to a strict gluten-free, casein-free diet with their entire family. The authors Allison, Wilder, Chong, Lugo, Pike, and Rudy wanted to look into the question as to whether non-contingent reinforcement and differential reinforcement between the two, which was more effective in increasing bite acceptance as well as decreasing problem behaviors of a child who has severe food selectivity. The child that I am working with has this severe food selectivity. It's a big change going to a gluten-free, casein-free diet when your whole life for the past few years you've ate nothing but cookies, chips, sandwiches, gummies, candies, all the sugary sweets we loved as kids. He's not going to be able to have that as an option. They do have those options and gluten-free, casein-free recipes. However, there's a huge taste difference from what this child is used to. So of course the variables involved are, in the study, a 3-year-old boy that they named Cam, who has a mother, no father in the picture, unfortunately, but the child has been diagnosed with autism in the study, as well as has severe food selectivity that the mother has stated is a huge problem for when it comes to cooking meals and trying to get them a healthy diet. Other variables include the preference assessment, which gave him multiple options of reinforcers to use to reinforce the food acceptance, as well as to reinforce the decreasing behaviors. As for the inter-observer agreement, they used 2 observers. A second observer was used to calculate the inter-observer agreement, while the main observer was the one that implemented the intervention directly. So for the intervention, they found 100% IOA for acceptance of and negative vocal for acceptance, of bites of food as well as negative vocalizations. For problem behavior, they found an IOA of 90%, as well as for the treatment evaluation, inter-observer agreement was at 100% for acceptance, 82% for problem behavior, and 86% for negative vocalization. So the rates are quite high for them. They used a preference assessment, specifically a paired choice preference assessment, to highlight the most preferred reinforcers they can utilize for this child during their evaluation. The results concluded that both non-contingent reinforcement as well as differential reinforcement both increased food acceptance and decreased problem behaviors. In fact, during the escape condition of the study, to kind of get a baseline of where the child was at, food acceptance was at 0%. The child would not accept any food whatsoever and engaged in high frequency problem behaviors. However, when non-contingent reinforcement and differential reinforcement were used separately, it increased the food acceptance from 0% to 100%, which is an extraordinarily improvement because he accepted every single bite every time it was offered. The only limitation to this was that the authors stated the mother would not sign off on the escape extinction procedure of their study, so therefore the authors were not able to share the data from that. However, escape extinction will be one of the techniques I will be using in my intervention. I know this was a little bit longer than 2 to 3 minutes, but everything I stated I feel like needed to be said. Highly important, and this article is going to be the backbone to my intervention. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.